Now, dismissing a report on calling the President of the United States, Trump, a moron, U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson has dispelled rumors of the rift within the White House. Now, Tillerson has said that he's committed to the Trump administration and is working closely with other key members to achieve the goals that have been set out by President Trump. Now, he also went on to add that he never considered leaving the Department of State.
My commitment to the success of our president and our country is as strong as it was the day I accepted his offer to serve as Secretary of State. The Vice President has never had to persuade me to remain as Secretary of State because I have never considered leaving this post. I value the friendship and the counsel of the Vice President, and I admire his leadership within President Trump's administration to address the many important agendas of President Trump, both from a foreign policy perspective and a domestic objective. I'm not going to deal with petty stuff like that. I mean, this is what I don't understand about Washington. Again, I'm not from this place, but the places I come from, we don't deal with that kind of petty nonsense. And it is intended to do nothing but divide people. And I'm just not going to be part of this effort to divide this administration.
So that is what Rex Tillerson described when he was asked the question whether he had called President Trump a moron in private. That is what he said, that he does not deal with that kind of petty nonsense, which he said was something so fundamental about Washington. He was not from Washington, is the response that Rex Tillerson gave without directly answering the question. Now, Tillerson also addressed the press conference after an American news outlet had reported that Tillerson had called Trump a moron soon after a meeting at the Pentagon with top national security officials and cabinet members. Meanwhile, White House spokesperson Heather Nauert has also denied such reports and the rift between Tillerson and U.S. administration.
The Secretary has never considered resigning from his post, and for those who want him to do so, go ahead and keep pushing, because that will only strengthen his resolve. In my family's part of the country, we would call that a tough old bird. Some people may not get that, but where I'm from, that's what we call it. In other circles, it might be called battle-hardened. Regardless, the Secretary is committed to staying here at the State Department and doing that job. I think he was very clear about that today. I spoke with him a short while ago, and I wanted to update you on one thing in particular. He spoke with the President after the Secretary's press comments to all of you earlier today, and he told me that, Heather, it was, quote, a good conversation and that they are all good. I take the Secretary at his word. And with that, I'll take your questions.
Yeah, I'm very honored by his comments. It was fake news. It was a totally phony story. Thank you very much. It was made up.